Welcome, racing fans, to Motorsports Radio USA podcast with racing news for October 23rd, 2018. In NASCAR news, Xfinity Series, GMS Racing, Xfinity Series driver Spencer Gallagher, driver of the 23 car, will not be returning to the 23 car in 2019 and will be taking a more managerial role at GMS Racing. Gallagher made the announcement this past Friday in Kansas and said, "Trust me when I say this is the hardest decision I have ever had to make, and I do not make it lightly. At the end of the day, this came down to what I want to do, what I want for my future, what do I want for GMS's future, and how can I grow this team and this sport. Candidly, the problem with being a driver is if you're going to be a driver, that's generally all you can be. If you're going to be a driver, at least to my mind, you need to be a race car driver from the time you wake up at 6 a.m. Monday morning to the time you go to bed at 10 p.m. Sunday night." Then says, "There's absolutely no off time. You have to be totally focused and totally committed every second of the day to pushing yourself and your team to finding that last little tenth." That could be a really time-consuming process. As fun as it is, it doesn't leave a lot of room for any other ventures to go on, and I make no bones about it. I'm a businessman's son. So he's the son of Maury Gallagher, who started GMS, Gallagher Motorsports. We'll get to that in a second. At the end of the day, then he says, "At the end of the day, I see opportunity out here and I feel a calling within me to chase it, to benefit myself and benefit our sport." Then points out that the sport needs or could use young, fresh minds in leadership roles. So GMS Racing, Gallagher Motorsports, owner Maury Gallagher, based in Statesville, North Carolina, and fields the 23 car in the Xfinity Series. There's been a bunch of drivers for the 23 NASCAR second tier series. Spencer Gallagher, also Johnny Sauter, Casey Roderick, Bill Elliott and Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, AJ Allmendinger, and Justin Haley, some drivers, some past drivers. Justin Haley currently drives the 24 car. GMS also fields some trucks in the Camping World Truck Series. Spencer Gallagher also raced in a few truck series. In the Camping World Truck Series, they field the 21, 24, 25, and 28. 24, 25, 28 is driven by multiple drivers, but the 21 driven by Johnny Sauter. Spencer Gallagher has one win in the Xfinity Series and 55 career starts. This one win was in April at Talladega, but was suspended shortly after for violating NASCAR substance abuse policy. He returned in July in Kentucky, and according to an NBC Sports report, he had no plans to race again, but didn't rule out a possible truck race at some point. Source, Dustin Long, NBC Sports, and Wikipedia. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny Allegretti from Motorsports Radio USA, motorsportsradio.net.